Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
A Kmart customer has fumed after being forced to show their receipt, explaining why they legally don't have to. Shoppers across major retailers have been slamming anti-theft measures for their inconvenience. Many believe it adds long lines and wait times to shopping trips. Some customers have even said locked shelves or receipt checks would push them away from certain retailers. One Kmart shopper gave their option on receipt checks. "Stop letting Kmart scan your receipt when you exit," they argued in a tweet on X. The customer went on to explain why they don't have to show their receipt to workers. "They are conditioning you. You have the lawful right to simply leave. It's false imprisonment if they don't let you leave," they wrote. "You already made a legal purchase, you don't have to prove it twice." They then gave their concluding advice. "Better still, don't shop there," they wrote. This wasn't the first time a customer has slammed Kmart's receipt check policy. Another customer didn't believe Kmart was serious with their anti-theft intentions. "Checking your receipt at Kmart is nothing more than a ploy to make us think they're serious about theft," read the tweet. "They're not. I know someone who worked in the office of one of those big companies. They never check security cameras. They'd have to pay someone to do that." Though receipt checks may add a step to a shopping trip, it could save you a headache in the long run. In an effort to curtail retail crime, stores are increasingly turning to receipt checks as shoppers exit. Legally, stores can ask to see a customer's receipts, and membership-only stores have the right to demand such checks if shoppers agreed to terms and conditions that authorize it. Many legal professionals have weighed in and come to similar conclusions, caveating that all states do have specific laws. Generally speaking, stores have shopkeepers' privilege laws that allow them to detain a person until authorities arrive when they have reasonable suspicion that a crime, like theft, has been committed. Declining to provide a receipt is not a reason in itself for a store to detain a customer. They must have further reason to suspect a shopper of criminal activity. Due to the recent nature of the receipt checks, there is little concrete law on the legality of the practice, as it takes time for law to catch up with technology. Setliff Law, PC claims that there is no definitive case law specifically relating to refusal to produce a receipt for purchases. For stores that improperly use their shopkeeper's privilege, they could face claims of false imprisonment. The primary law that applies to these types of wrongful detention cases is called false imprisonment, explained Hudson Valley local attorney Alex Mainetti. Of course, you're not literally imprisoned, but you're detained by a person who has no lawful authority to detain you and/or wrongfully detains a customer. It is likely that as altercations in stores over receipt checks continue, more court cases will occur giving clearer definitions and boundaries to the legality of receipt checks. Cameron Dalatshahi, a Los Angeles attorney and a founding partner at Mills Sadat Dowlat LLP, spoke to our channel about a customer's rights and options when it comes to receipt checking. "You can say no, but maybe it creates an unnecessary hassle for yourself," Dalatshahi answered. "But now you may have the police come to your house and follow up. If police came to your house, it may be because they had reason to believe you were stealing, but employees weren't able to check." He also gave his advice to fully prevent this from happening. "I would say, show your receipt. It's just a really simple thing to do," he affirms. "If you didn't steal anything, it's relatively simple to do." Our channel has contacted Kmart for comment.